Stay out of trouble, Khajiit. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there. Keep your eyes open.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. Hail, companion. What is it?
You hear the news? There's a dragon roosting up on Mount Anthor, to the northwest.
I find your wolfish grin unsettling. Staying safe, I hope? Keep your hands to yourself.
No matter what else happens, the guards will always be grateful for everything you've done.
Hey, watch it.
Countless dead haunt countless sleepless nights. When Skyrim becomes whole again, perhaps so will I. Ha! Ulfric's put me in charge of keeping an eye on the new Jarls. You know, make sure they're generally following orders. Can't say I'm looking forward to that, but I will also be training men and women for their new armies. The Empire might send over a few legionnaires to make sure we're serious. And of course, we'll be taking the fight to the Elves soon enough. We'll need trained, disciplined, and creative warriors ready for all that. No. I trust you'll do more good out there in the world, wherever you damn well please to go. You are a true son of Skyrim. You'll know what to do. To begin with, killing any legionnaire you find out in the wilderness. I've reports they've hidden military camps out there. Watch yourself out there.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
That we have forgotten them. This, I fear, the gods will remember.
What is it, Khajiit? What do you want, cat?
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God, you take.
Is that fur coming out of your ears? All right then. I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgud's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies.
Good to see you again, friend. Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Get out of my face.
Yes, Dovahkiin. How can I help you? Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it?
Do you have news of our quarry? We will find her eventually.
A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around. I'm commander of the guard now.
Imperials, Stormcloaks, I don't care who's in charge around here. I just want to make money. I'm all ears. Oh, no, not at all. I simply locked the doors, hid beneath my counter, and prayed to the divines that my life would be spared and my shop wouldn't burn to the ground. Other than that, everything was business as usual. Now, do you have any other painfully obvious things to say? Next time, come see me at my shop. Got some things you'll just love.
Spare a coin for a poor old beggar? My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Sure, whatever.
I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned, prime targets for those damn dragons.
Let me guess. someone stole your sweet roll.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the Great Warriors? It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? I prefer my books and my spells. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the Great Warriors? It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? I prefer my books and my spells. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so. Need something? You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold. Good morning. Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adriana at the fort.
You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. These Stormcloaks are ridiculous. They won't shop here because they think I'll sell them poisoned tonics. I should just go back to Cyrodiil. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Come back anytime if you need a remedy. What do you need, my friend? Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Mm-hmm.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. It's too bad they executed Drogver before we got here.
Hey, wanna play tag? I thought adventurers were supposed to look tough. Sure, whatever you say. Bye.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Whatever you need, Dragonborn. Just say the word.
Sabille Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
Yes? Need something?
No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. No, that honor is Sabille Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor, and keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. You are free to leave. Speak if you must, but mind your tongue. I do not suffer fools gladly. You are excused. Working for Erica may be below my stature, but the compensation is acceptable. I am done with you. You may go. Yes? Until next time.
Folks at court won't admit it, but Sabille Stentor scares us all to death. Something just ain't right about that Sabille. You know, I've never seen her eat a thing. That can't be natural. Most of the time, people just forget I'm even here. That's why I hear so much good gossip. Jarls come and Jarls go, but a good cook stays for a lifetime. And I'm a very, very good cook. What do you want, cat? Yes?
Let's meet this evening Well done.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim. Bryling's obsession with honor and tradition is quaint, but politically irrelevant. I don't suppose it matters much anymore. As long as Ulfric wishes Elisif to remain Jarl she will, and the Thanes will continue to follow her orders, as long as those orders came from Ulfric. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that. I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
Thane Bryling, at your service. I can always find time to share a word with a warrior. This god-forsaken war is dividing our people and destroying our land. Yes?
Do you have business with the court? Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
We're safe here now, but what of Morthal? I don't like talking to someone who holds their honor so cheaply. The Empire brought stability, assurance to the people of Morthal, even if they didn't appreciate it. Now what do they have? I fear for what this change will do to my family. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yes?
Just looking at you makes me upset. I can't believe we lost Markarth. Igmund's family has ruled there for generations. I don't think we have anything to discuss, Stormcloak.
Sidgeir can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvard and I. I hope the Wilds claim you one of these days. For Falkreath and I, this is just one more war in a long line. Sidgeir can sometimes act too quickly, but he does listen to Helvard and I. For Falkreath and I, this is just one more war in a long line.
Here to shame an old woman? Leave me be. Dark times indeed. I fear the worst for Morthal and my people. I try and take comfort in knowing that when all is lost, there is much to be gained. It is my hope that I will one day return to Hjalmarch, but the Divines have not shown this to me. Need something?
Yes? What is it that you want? Something you need, you miserable wretch? Work? I demand tribute before you can be considered for any real tasks. You better. I hate people who waste my time. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you. Bolin speaks much about the war and the Stormcloaks, but he knows who provides. The Stormcloaks want freedom, but don't understand its price. There are opportunities everywhere. Why don't you go find them? No time. I have business to conduct. Stand aside. I don't need to speak to you. Bolin speaks much about the war and the Stormcloaks, but he knows who provides. The Stormcloaks want freedom, but don't understand its price. There are opportunities everywhere. Why don't you go find them? No time. I have business to conduct. Need something?
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man.
I hate
I'm a
you.
weapon in human
I hate
form.
you forever and
Just
ever
unsheath
and ever.
and point me at the enemy.
Morthal doesn't need any trouble. You keep your nose clean, understand? What do you want, milk drinker? Leave Idgrid and her family alone. They've been through enough. This wasn't what I wanted. Not at all. All that ever mattered was what was best for Morthal. Leaving it in Ulfric's hands. It's not right. I'm just here to protect the Jarl, not to chat. Morthal has enough problems without you bothering me. I'm under a lot of pressure. If you don't leave me alone, I won't be held responsible. Yeah?
I'm not allowed to stand on furniture.
I hope monsters come and eat you. father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists. Hope this war lasts long enough that I get to fight in it. Battle, glory! You're not from around here. I bet you're here to help with the war. Hi there. The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want talking to me. Have I done something to make you bother me?
I don't mean you any trouble. Just leave me alone. Be warned. The Jarl is in a foul mood since the Stormcloaks overran Whiterun. The task of steward is more important than you realize. The Jarl often asks for my invaluable counsel. I'm kept so busy, I don't get to see my daughter as often as I'd like. Perhaps you've met her. Adrian? She owns the shop, War Maidens.
There are so many delightful ways I've pictured you dead. Yes?
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
You have something
After
to say,
Whiterun is
dog?
retaken,
Something on your
Ulfric
mind?
will pay in blood
Please
for
don't
his
mind Yorick.
insolence.
He's not mad.
Stormcloaks have taken the
Really,
Reach,
he's not.
but will return. The Empire will bring order. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy. What do you want? Haven't you done enough damage to Markarth?
You should be talking to my steward. What do you want, cat? Ulfric Stormcloak's head on a pike. Do you think Ulfric really cares about Skyrim's independence or the welfare of its people? I promise you, he doesn't. He's nothing more than a barbarian renegade whose lust for power has cost the lives of countless innocents. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. Next time, deal with Avenici. Yes? All right, then.
You. Every time I look at you, my blood boils. To be driven from our homes, to be forced here. This is the last thing that Yorick needs. I haven't Mother's gift. Not quite. But I've seen things.
Igmund is alive, and I'll keep it that way, Jarl or not. You lay one finger on Igmund, and I'll end you, Stormcloak.
Please don't
Out
mind
with him.
Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not. I keep hoping this is another vision. That it's not real. But it is, isn't it? We really have lost our home. For now, looking after Yorick is my job.
After Whiterun is retaken, Ulfric will pay in blood for his insolence.
Stormcloaks have taken the Reach, but will return. The Empire will bring order.
I can't believe we lost Markarth. Igmund's family has ruled there for generations.
What is it?
I don't like talking to someone who holds their honor so cheaply. Stormcloaks have taken the Reach, but will return. The Empire will bring order. What do you want? Haven't you done enough damage to Markarth? I'm waiting.
I hope monsters come and eat you. The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want talking to me.
Just looking at you makes me upset.
What do you want, milk drinker?
Yes, what is it that you want? Now that's what I like to see. Someone who gets things done. Here, a little something for you. Come and see me again sometime. I might have some use for you. Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Bolin speaks much about the war and the Stormcloaks, but he knows who provides. The Stormcloaks want freedom, but don't understand its price. There are opportunities everywhere. Why don't you go find them?
Here to shame an old woman? Leave me be.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Be warned. The Jarl is in a foul mood since the Stormcloaks overran Whiterun.
I can't believe we lost Markarth. Igmund's family has ruled there for generations.
I'm waiting.
Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it? Been tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog. Jeremy.
Stormblade. Watch yourself out there.
Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man. I'd like to offer you a place in my court, as a Thane. It's mainly an honorary title, but there are a few perks. Now, by law and tradition, I can only grant this title to one who is known throughout Eastmarch, and who owns property in Windhelm. If you do good works for the people and purchase a home from my steward, I'll name you my Thane. The honor will be mine. No, not yet. We'll wait for the mood to name me High King. It'll be better for all that way. But that doesn't mean I won't start acting like it. There's much to do. The new Jarls need help building armies and enforcing their right to rule. The Empire may try to reclaim Skyrim, and I need everyone ready for that. Though the biggest threat, of course, is the elves. True sons and daughters of Skyrim reign in every city. We've crippled the Imperial Legion and cut off its head by killing General Tullius himself. What more could I ask of you? No, you're free to roam. I suspect the gods have needs for you elsewhere. That said, some of the Legion's staunchest men have organized themselves and are operating out of hidden military camps in the wilderness. If you come across any Imperials in your travels, I expect you'll know what to do. There will be peace for a time, during which we must rebuild Skyrim into the land it once was. Strong, self-reliant, the center of mankind. Because getting rid of the Empire was only half the problem. Soon the elves will again seek to rule the world. We must ready ourselves to fight them. For it will be Skyrim that shall lead Tamriel in those dark days, when the fate of the world is finally determined. Talos watch over you.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Yes, make it quick. I'm a busy man. Keep your brother, and he'll keep you. Hjalmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold of Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hole in the pot, and for that I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. There's no glory in war. It's just something they tell soldiers so they'll risk their lives. Help the Dark Elves. Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfear. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Safe journeys, Sword Brother.
Tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. I have things to study. What is it? What? Oh, goodbye.
You've actually done it. You've found the Sibyl of Dibella. You have done Markarth a tremendous service. By shore, you're hauling around a lot of junk. Best stop in at the Arnleif and Sons Trading Company. Sell it off.
Thongvor's made me his housecarl. Remember, me killing you is legal. You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Keeping this place secure is as simple as breaking a few spines. Used to have run-ins with the guards. Now they have run-ins with me.
I'm Thongvor's steward now. Every coin in this city is ours. I should get back to work. Money doesn't count itself.
In honor of your service in battle, I am hereby granting you permission to purchase property in Markarth. Talk to my steward if you're interested. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold, and who owns at least one piece of property in my city. You help my people, and purchase a house from my steward, and I'll make you my Thane. As you were then. The Imperials were weak. They created this Forsworn problem. But now that we're in charge, we'll solve it. Once the war is over, I'll petition Ulfric to send the militia, and we'll cleanse the Reach of this menace. Then the Forsworn will be where they belong, in the mines, bringing us wealth. The stone structure the dwarves have left makes us invincible. Let the dragons singe a few carpets. They'll never topple Markarth. It's unfortunate that we live in such violent times, but there you have it. Now I've been told that the attacker claimed to be a Forsworn. It's nonsense. More likely he was just sick in the head. So don't concern yourself with it. Markarth is safe. You have my word. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Good to see you. Finally someone useful is around. I should get back to work. Money doesn't count itself.
Keeping this place secure is as simple as breaking a few spines.
Trouble?
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend. You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? You aren't making any sense. Hand what over? You're threatening me? Oh, that's rich. Good. Now maybe I can get back to work.
We serve only the best here. Blackbriar Mead. May I get one for you?
Sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me? Until next time.
Larice,
Protect
come to
yourself
warn you
right.
that the
Buy
Thieves Guild
armor
has been harassing shopkeepers again.
I've heard. Oli and Kirava was
Gems,
speaking of it just a
potions,
little while ago.
exotic ingredients.
I hope that doesn't mean things are going to get worse around here.
Gleaming gemstones over here.
Welcome. How fast can you get your hands on some ornaments?
I don't usually deal in weapons, but I know someone who can get them for me. You mind paying a little extra to get them fast?
I don't care what it costs. I need 4 longbows and 4 score of arrows. Just make it happen.
I'll contact my man tonight and let you know what he says.
Hilda, I like you. So I'm only going to say this one time. If you ever try and practice the Dibellan arts with Hemming again, I'll make sure that pretty little face loses its beauty. He wasn't protesting, Nathan. Of course he wasn't, you stupid whore. He's a man. Now I'm not going to warn you again. Is that clear?
Very well. Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
I don't like being made a fool of, Branche. Not one bit.
Maven, please. I didn't know it was your man.
Buy
Had
some
I known, I
armor
would
and
have
live
looked
to
the
tell
other way,
about
I
it.
swear.
Turning him into the guards? Have you joined Njol as official peacekeepers of Riften? You cost me a lot of coin.
Maven, please, don't hurt me!
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people.
Take a chance.
Of course, nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation. Out of my way.
I run the meat and produce stand at the market. Come by and see if you want some of the freshest food you've ever eaten.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Protect yourself right. Buy
Beautiful
armor from
baubles
Grelka.
and gleaming gemstones over here.
Rare
Buying
trinkets,
and
the
selling
finest
fine
articles from
jewelry
Looking to stay alive?
here.
Why take a chance?